your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Welcome back. Nice day today. We have a ton to talk about. Record warmth. Check out these numbers. So the records there on the bottom, the forecast are the orange number. So tomorrow, forecast is for 62. That would tie the record. More kind of eyebrow. That was just 24 years ago. And then we look at Wednesday. I think that's the best chance of getting to a new record. However, both of these days are going to feature some wet weather. So forecast is 62 tomorrow. That is the record high set back in 2000. And then we're forecasting 64 on Wednesday, or I'm forecasting 64 on Wednesday. We should, if we get to that number, break the record dating back to 1954. That's a look downtown tonight. It is a nice evening, 44 light wind. And it might be kind of getting you thinking about spring. Well, just 13 days, don't forget, we spring forward with the clocks. Spring itself, 22 days away, 34 days is Easter, and then in 91 days, Memorial Day will be here. Temperatures out there tonight in the 40s, upper 30s in Paris, along Route 20 in Richfield Springs, and up north in the mid-30s at Old Forge. So here's what to expect. Record warmth, at least tying the record Tuesday into Wednesday. We just talked about those numbers, but let's just take a chill pill here because temperatures are going to plunge by late Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be such an interesting day meteorologically. It will turn much colder by Thursday with some snow showers around. Not much going on out there this evening. We'll go out a little bit wider. Big sprawling area, high pressure here across the mid sections of the country. That's our weather. As we go through the overnight, skies will be mainly clear to partly cloudy. And then we get into Tuesday, we'll be watching some wet weather and also the potential for severe weather, very spring-like weather pattern. Anywhere in this yellow shade, could be some rock'em sock'em storms tomorrow. Lightning, strong winds, hail, maybe some tornadoes from Chicago through Indiana down to St. Louis. So we'll be watching that with interest. We will have a few showers and even a few downpours developing as we get into the late afternoon. So there you go. Through the morning, partial sunshine, breezy, warm. By the afternoon, here come some of those downpours and showers. And then we get into Wednesday. The winds will start to ramp up. And that's when we get our chance of even a thunderstorm coming through Wednesday in the afternoon. That's the actual cold front. This thing means business. Once it goes by, temperatures drop. And we could be looking at some wet snow by Wednesday evening. Tonight, mainly clear to partly cloudy, breezy, late, a low of 32. Tomorrow, breezy, warm, clouds increase, a couple showers, maybe a few downpours developing in the afternoon. A record-tying high of 62. Look at Wednesday. We'll have scattered showers. We should get into the low and mid-60s like midday, and then by evening, we're falling into the 30s and 20s with wet snow developing. And then it's like whiplash. Thursday, lake effect snow showers barely in the mid-20s. We go from 64 Wednesday to 17 Wednesday night to 26 Thursday, and then March 1st Friday, pretty lamb-like, up near 50, and it's going to warm up again as we go into the weekend and into early next week.
Yeah, Craig, I'm just looking at that 64 to 17 high to low. That's wider than you see a lot of the time.
This cold front means business. It's going to be really interesting to watch how this all plays out. Could be some thunderstorms Wednesday, some snow Wednesday night. It's crazy.
Any thunder snow?
There could be. There could be. We'll have to wait and see. The other thing, too, Brennan, is the wind is really going to start to pick up Wednesday night into Thursday.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't be surprised if there were some high wind warnings or wind advisories issued.
So I'll tell you, those thunderstorms usually something we usually see in the summer when those months come up. I know that there's one group of people, though, that's going to be hoping that there's no thunderstorms once that summer season comes along. And a few more that are looking to get higher. So we'll tell you exactly what that story is coming up right after that.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Welcome back. All sorts of weather on the way, so let's get right to it. We'll talk about the records first. So we are going to get weirdly warm as we go into the day tomorrow. As a matter of fact, the record high for Tuesday, 62. So if we get there, we tie that record. And I think we will. Wednesday, we have an opportunity to get to a new record as well. So the record's down here at the bottom. So 62 tomorrow, set back just 24 years ago, 70 years ago. We were at 60 degrees back in 1954. I think Wednesday there's a chance that we could have a new record and at least tie the record coming up tomorrow. Numbers now are actually dropping a little bit lower than I thought they would, but it makes sense. We have a clear sky and a light wind, but the other thing that I've noticed here within the last hour is the winds have shifted southeast. So that's why I think these numbers are actually going to start to rise later tonight. 13 days away, and we will spring forward as we continue to gain daylight on both the front and back half. 22 days, spring, the vernal equinox. 34 days is Easter. And 91 days away is Memorial Day. So numbers, again, they will start to actually rise a little bit overnight. So we are in the upper 20s to the low and mid-30s now, mid-20s up into the Adirondacks. So here's what to expect. Record warmth Tuesday into Wednesday, but let's take the chill pill because it is going to be a very changeable Wednesday as temperatures are going to plunge late in the day Wednesday as a cold front with an attitude comes through here late in the day, and we're going to be talking about snow showers by Thursday. All good in the neighborhood tonight, and as we look at what's going on, satellite radar here, high pressure slowly shifting its way to the east, so we get more of a southerly wind, southerly component to the wind. And the air out in Chicago, St. Louis, up near 70, so that's what's heading our way. I don't think we'll quite get there, but into the 60s. And then through the day tomorrow, there could be some pretty nasty thunderstorms from Detroit, Motor City, down to Indy, Chicago, through the land of Lincoln to St. Louis. So we'll be watching that potential. We will be watching for the potential for a few thunderstorms as well. Out the door tomorrow morning, partial sunshine, then becoming mostly cloudy for the afternoon. We get into evening, there will be a few showers, maybe a downpour, and then into the day on Wednesday, we start out with a few showers, then a break. And if we can get enough sun out midday Wednesday, we'll easily get into the mid-60s. And then late in the day, a sharp cold front comes through. It will line up right there. And look at that. There's actually even a chance of a few thunderstorms Wednesday. And then look what happens just to the west. We see this change to a period of snow. Temperatures will be low and mid-60s Wednesday, like midday, early afternoon. And then they take a nosedive down into the 20s and 30s by evening with rain to snow. There's your near record warm day tomorrow in your 7-day forecast. Probably a record again Wednesday with showers, some thundery downpours, a period of snow Wednesday night. 64, nearly a 50-degree temperature drop Wednesday night.
It's unbelievable.
And then barely mid-20s Thursday before we warm back up again heading into the weekend.
I mean, that change is only nearly 50 degrees is just unbelievable.
It's wild.
That's some springtime type stuff.
It is a quintessential central New York day in February, right?
Yeah, you know, you wake up one way, you gotta wear 3 layers, and then by the mid-afternoon, you're wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
I hear you. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
All
and
right,
you know what, though? I will say, almost broke out the shorts today.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it tomorrow.
All in. All in. We got sports next, coming off a bunch of big games, all of them indoors, so they didn't have to worry about it anyway.
Yeah.
But hockey, basketball, we've got the scores from those, and taking a look back at the weekend, the Utica Comets and Utica City FC both in action as well. That's right after this.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Welcome back. I'm Craig, your weather tour guide. Keep your hands and feet inside at all times and buckle up because we are going to go for a ride. So much to discuss here. So we'll start with the records. Tomorrow, the record high, just 24 years ago at 62. I think we will at least tie that number, if not break it. Then on Wednesday, the record is 60. That goes back 70 years ago to 1954. And even Wednesday, I think low to mid 60s, a cinch. So we might have 2 records fall and then a big change by Thursday. Outside now, it is calm, 29 degrees. And as the wind stirs a little bit later, becomes more southeast, I think the numbers go up by morning. 13 days away from spring forward as we continue to gain daylight. Have you noticed that? Both in the morning and at night. Spring, 22 days away. Easter Sunday, 34 days, and 91 days will be Memorial Day. Numbers now in the 30s across Otsego County, in the mid-30s here. Up north, numbers are in the mid and upper 20s at last check. So, record warmth Tuesday and Wednesday. We just discussed those numbers, but let's just kind of take a chill pill, because by late in the day Wednesday, temperatures plummet. And I mean it. They are going to take a nosedive. We could be in the low mid 60s early to mid-afternoon Wednesday. By evening, we could be dropping into the 30s and 20s. And it's going to be much colder on Thursday. February raising its hand going, wait a minute, I'm still here. You'll notice it by Thursday with some scattered snow showers. Not much going on right now. Clear sky as high pressure remains in charge. We will start to see that high shift to the east, a little bit more of a southerly component. Tomorrow could be some nasty weather out in mid-country. Detroit, Toledo, Indianapolis, Chicago, St. Louis. We could have thunderstorms with some twist, strong winds, lightning, springtime severe weather outbreak possible here as we go into the day tomorrow and into Wednesday. So out the door tomorrow morning, I think partly to mostly sunny, and then we'll watch the clouds roll in as we get into the afternoon. By the evening, there might be a few showers or a few downpours moving on through. Wednesday starts out with a few showers, but watch what happens through the day on Wednesday. We actually see it end. And if we can get some breaks of sun out Wednesday, mid-60s easily, but then watch what happens as we go into late in the day. Look at that little line right there. There could be some thunderstorms developing as the front goes through. And it's a sharp cold front, too. Immediately behind it, a couple things are going to happen. Notice the snow breaking out to the west, so we get a little period of snow. The wind will start to pick up as well late Wednesday and into Thursday. It will turn breezy later tonight. Lows in the mid and upper 20s, up into the low 30s by morning. We just put the pedal to the metal tomorrow. Breezy, warm showers, a downpour by, say, the evening rush. Record-tying high of 62, and we could break the record on Wednesday. But a very changeable Wednesday with showers, some thundery downpours late in the day. 62, 63, 64. Early to mid-afternoon. By dinner time, we're seeing numbers drop, period of snow, some lake flakes into Thursday, 17 Wednesday night, barely in the mid-20s on Thursday, March 1st, Friday, lamb-like.
Lamb-like?
Lamb-like.
Okay.
Not lying.
Yeah, I figured.
As we warm up again into next week.
So you said you were going to be our weather tour guide, but
yeah.
I did notice a distinct lack of a little flag that I'm supposed to follow.
Do I have put a little hat with a propeller on?
Yeah,
too?
Also not
I
enough.
think I have a picture of me like that somewhere.
Not enough walking backwards either. I think that's one of the other requirements.
Oh, walking backwards?
Yeah. Because you got to be able to talk to your people.
I'll work on it, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
That's where Eyewitness News coming up right after this.